Hey guys, apologies if this is a bit all over the place, anything's lagging, or if the music's a bit loud, or anything's cut out. If you may have seen, like on my Doctor Who reaction and stuff like that, I'm using my old laptop. I don't know how this laptop's going to cope with the Hangout, but I wanted to try, you know? I wanted to see what we could do. I don't think it could take doing like a gaming live stream, because like having another bit of software, I've literally shut down every app. Like Discord is off, web browser's off, and hopefully we're okay. But if you hear any like humming in the background, apologies. Should be all right. I've got a fan on because it's quite warm in this room. Like I've got a baseball cap on and like with headphones, so uncomfortable. But we should be all right. I hope everything's still set up, because I literally had to throw together. It's like I haven't got the like overlay, like scene setup and all that kind of thing. Like with like this little bit up there and then like a chat bar across the bottom. I didn't have it there. I had to put it in. Hi Paul, how you doing? Laptop managed to go live. That's something. I'm so paranoid about everything. Hey, and chat bar's working. I'll just have to sit like this so it can be seen. But this is good so far. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but hopefully we should be all right. I'm a bit out of practice because it's been several weeks since I've done a Hangout, so I feel very strange, you know. And I'm just tired from like staying up. Like it's gone 1 o'clock when I went to bed last night because I stayed up to watch Doctor Who. Oh, my daughter woke me up about 5:30, so probably got about 4 hours sleep. So I'm very tired, so apologies. I've literally said that I start yawning. Ay, 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 but as the title, hey Dan, how you doing? As the title of the stream says, there's going to be some Doctor Who spoilers in this, because of course we're going to talk about some things, right? I wanted to do this last week, but then everything happened with my laptop and the wonderful issues with recording last week's episodes. Oh my god, I felt so fucking angry after that. Desktop layout, no worries, no worries. I'm having to use an old laptop, so it's awkward. And like I haven't got a second screen. I've had to shut down everything. It's just so weird. Like this isn't even the overlay set that I've been using. I just literally, it's the first one I saw in Stream Elements. I was like, that'll do. Hopefully I get things right. And so far, I think I have. Hopefully, anyway. But I really need to put a background on this chat bar, don't I? Because otherwise it's just, you can't see it. All you can see is Darren Hayes' face. Ah! Hang on. You can see some of it on my white top. Oh god. Oh, so it's because it's warm. It's warm and I only had about 4 hours sleep. So, and plus I've been literally editing all day, apart from when I went out for food and shopping with my mum. But I've been editing all day and looking after my daughter. It's been really warm. It's just that, I want to go sleep. Excuse me. Oh dear. Oh boy. Last night's episode, like I enjoyed the first two. Second one was better than the first. But last night's episode, oh boy. My favourite thing of the entire episode, of course, though, was the fact that the Doctor sang the Skyboat song. Like, I'm very proud of myself for recognising it. Ay, ay, ay. That was so good. That episode was just, like, emotional. It was tense, anxiety-inducing. And it was just, I didn't know what was going to happen. I couldn't tell which way things were going to go. And, God, all the commentary on that, like, it's just talking about blind faith and war and selling ammunitions and that kind of thing. It was a lot. And it worked so well because it was written so well. It wasn't just oh, what's the word? Preaching about things and stuff like that. Because a lot of shows that try to get a message across, they come across as quite preachy. Last night's episode, it worked for the story. The story was perfect for what they wanted to say. It was so, and shooty. Or actually, I saw something earlier. Apparently, he actually found out. It was I saw like I think it was a YouTube short, or maybe it was on Instagram. I can't remember. But he found out about, he was doing a thing about telling the people how to say his name, about Shooty. And that. And then he got a phone call from his mum saying, that's not how you say your name. Apparently it's Unshooty or something like that. I'll have to rewatch the thing, but I've been saying his name wrong and he's been saying his name wrong. He found out at 26. Oh dear. I am all over the place. I'm sorry that I keep yawning. It's because it's warm and I am tired. I literally cannot help myself when I'm like this. Apologies, but yay. Things have been busy. Luckily, as of yesterday, my main laptop, the guy had ordering a new monitor, a new screen for it, and hopefully that will fix the issues. So, fingers crossed. It might be a week or so, but it's looking good. I'm hoping that I get the laptop back because I cannot afford a new one. And then on top of that, there's a lot of I'm having to go a lot of editing and stuff like that, getting ahead on things because there are no normal Patreon releases this week. I started on Outlander, started on episode number 9. Outlander was why I recognise the Skyboat song. Like, I literally spoke at the beginning of the reaction about how the Outlander books were based upon the character of Jamie, or inspired by, not based upon, inspired by the character of Jamie, and a story, I think, I might be getting things wrong, from Classic Who. And then Doctor literally sings the theme song. And then I say that, like, I've got, like, season 1 and 2 in Blu-ray, and I had season 3 come in. That wrong. Season 3 arrived today. So it's just, like, perfect timing. Like, so much Outlander. It was great. 2 of my favourite shows mixing together. Glorious. Like, if any of the cast turn up, I'm only, I want to say 7 episodes into Outlander. And I've already bought 3 seasons on Blu-ray and season 1 and 2 on DVD. Quality of that ain't that good, to be honest. But I'm hooked. So hearing that was, oh. And I thought it was, the song was for Outlander. I thought it was written by Barry McCreary. I didn't realise it was another one. Because I had never heard some of the lines the Doctor was singing. And it was crazy because I did realise that. But then again, I don't know if there's like a full-length version or something like that. But I think it was like somebody in the comments said it's either a nod that Shooty is Scottish, or the fact that it's inspired by Doctor Who itself, or maybe both. But it was just nice having it in there. Of all songs he could sing, he chose that. It had to have been a nod. And then there's the fact that the woman on the ambulance, the woman, I didn't realise, because there's some stuff I terrible at remembering faces and names and stuff like that. The woman that was on the ambulance, Jamie, she didn't realise the character's name was the same as the actor's name. It's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant. There's like, I don't want to know when the character of Jamie comes into Classic Who, because I want to get excited when he does. I cannot wait. I've heard of the character of Jamie, but I don't know when he comes into it, and I do not want to know. What was I saying? God damn it, I got distracted. But yeah, the woman on the ambulances, her face, she's the woman that she was in the episode, the Christmas 60th special ones with Isaac Newton, and then she was in the first episode of the season where she was one of the members of the crew that was signing off, and then she was the dinner lady, and then she's in this episode. Yeah, and her name is Susan Twist as well. It's like, I would not have noticed that, like, because like her as the dinner lady looks like a completely different actress. She looks different, she disguised herself well, but the fact that she's been in all 3 episodes cannot be a coincidence. Like, I hopefully I'll remember to do this, but before the next episode I want to like look at her face and see if I can spot her in the episode, because it's like, it cannot be like, I get like the actress that's that played Monday, I believe she's been announced as a companion. It was like officially announced. I did see that, but that's for next season. So we don't know if she's playing the same character, or if it's a kind of a Martha thing where like, oh, we liked him in that role, we'll bring him back, just say they're related. Could be either. Places Skybox, so I'm going to use it in a Classic Who episode. Thank you for not telling the spoiler, but that's pretty freaking cool. Like, I did not know it was, I literally thought it was just the theme song of Outlander. I did not know it was a Doctor episode. It's a missing episode. Damn it. Hopefully a reconstruction is available then. I don't want to know which one, but I'm assuming there'll be a reconstruction, because the loose cannon reconstructions are so handy. Some of them are a bit more difficult to keep track of than others, but that's just on me. That's just my thing. But it's a valuable resource for me, and for like any Doctor Who fan. And the amount of work they put into those reconstructions is crazy. It's so good. God, I'm still not. I'm both annoyed and find it really funny that the second like surviving episode, and thank you very much, Dan, the second of the surviving episodes didn't end up being I reacted to it and then copyright after copyright because of audio issues. The fact that a surviving episode is missing, it just feels right. That's why I'm trying to look at it so I don't get too annoyed by it. But I think I've worked out the audio issues and things like that, so we should be all right. So I've done other reactions, and also Doctor Who last night, and the audio seems to be recording separately. Does it mean that my recording software won't switch it back? Because it's done that before. Literally, it will switch settings sometimes. It's a pain in the backside. You know? Just like, there's probably an easier way to do it. I just don't know that easier way. I have no idea. Ay. The stress I've been under recently is like making me so just worn down, even more like scrambled brain than usual, but but that I have the Doctor Who DVD, which is surviving footage from the first and second. Oh, nice. I've got the stuff I've got so far. I've got the ones that I got sent on DVD. I've was it the Meddling Monk, the Time Meddler, and there's another one, I can't remember which, because they're still packed away, but they were season 1 DVDs, I think. Oh, Reign of Terror I've got. Obviously those were season 1, I think. No, Time Meddler might have been season 2. I'm not sure. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But I've also got the Ark, which I believe is a season 3 thing, and then I've got the 10th Planet, which I bought because I knew it had Cybermen. I knew what the first appearance of the Cybermen meant for the first Doctor, so I got it. Again, don't want any more spoilers than that because I don't know anything else. I've also got Galaxy 4. I've got from the second Doctor, because I saw them in like a charity shop. Not a charity shop, it's more like, is it CEX? Like a pawn shop, basically. Kind of like if you'd like take in your old games, get money for them. It's that kind of thing, where it adds DVDs and that. But I got the Faceless ones and the Underwater Menace. And then also I've got the 60th specials and the Christmas special from this year as well. And that's just those ones. I've also got like some Matt Smith seasons. I've got some Peter Capaldi DVDs. But they're all packed away. Those ones are just... Oh, and also I've got the Dalek Invasion of Earth and the Doctor Who and the Daleks. The movies. I still need to edit my reaction to Doctor Who and the Daleks, which I like is months overdue. Month. But it's finding the time to edit it. It's just driving me nuts. And all I'll say about Doctor Who and the Daleks is it's weird. That, and actually no, I want to talk about it, but then I also don't want to talk about it because I want people to see my reaction whenever I do finally put it up, because I've put the full-length version up on Patreon though. So I thought, let's put it up there. Somebody might watch it. God, what? All I say is Ian in that. It's like, Ian is still my favourite companion. I'm loving Stephen. Katerina was sweet. Sarah, that's it. She's all right so far. I love Vicky and Susan, and oh my god, that's the thing that I love about one of the things I love about the new series so far. It's the fact that Doctor has mentioned Susan, and he's mentioned being a father again. Like he said he's had a granddaughter before, but from what I've seen, out of the episodes I've seen, he's barely talked about being a father. And the fact that they've said daddy and father a lot in these 3 episodes makes me lean towards, like, people have said, oh, what if Mrs. Flood is Susan? What if Ruby is related to Susan? The fact that they've said father and daddy a lot, and parent power and that kind of thing, makes me wonder if it's not Susan, but the Doctor's child. Not his granddaughter, but his child. Lost in Time is a DVD with survivor footage, and since release they have found some other stuff. Oh, awesome. I love seeing the surviving footage in the reconstructions when they use some. It's just like, it gives me chills, because like, the episode's missing, but the fact that we've got some footage surviving is just crazy. So it just gives me absolute chills, and it's so cool. I absolutely love it. Oh dear. It is. Like, I want to be able to take these. I'll take one of these off. These are. I'm always wearing my gloves, pretty much. I very rarely don't wear these because they're compression gloves. Because this hand hurts a little bit, but a lot of the time it doesn't. This hand always hurts. Like, it's all my. Basically, I've got hypermobility syndrome. It's all the ligaments in my body don't work the way they're supposed to, and my right hand's the first part of my body. I'm right-handed as well, so it's always in pain, and the compression gloves, even just the keeping it warm, helps. But when it's hot like this, it's very difficult. I have to wear a glove, but I'm only going to wear one, but I've got to wear them. Like, I had somebody in a comment saying, what kind of person wears gloves inside? I can't really remember if I answered it or not, but my head was telling me, like, I think I actually ended up answering and saying, like, answered it politely, but I had to give myself a delay because it's like I have I just explained it politely. I think, I hope so. Hang on. I would use this like that, but it's the kind of case it is in. It's like, I'm not looking into it too much because I don't want to get spoiled, but it's like double DVD, like discs and stuff like that. Actually, that one's just got, oh, there's 2 there, so like, it like feels like they're going to be really loose. I need to get the books for this at some point. I want to get the books. Ay, ay, ay. I want to look at it, but I can't. Like, I've got... Like, I'm going to talk about it because of the fact it started on Patreon, and October, November time, it is coming to the main channel. I can talk about it a little bit without spoiling my reaction, but I want to look through this. Finding any version of the early seasons of this show are so difficult. It's so difficult. I got all 3 of the seasons on eBay. I think, actually, no, this one was new, I think. But, like, I thought, like, buying on eBay, I always think, oh, it's gonna be a bit of a risk. But this one has the, like, the photograph booklet and some photos in it, so like, oh, it's so good so far, is all I'm gonna say. Oy, oy, oy. Cannot wait till it comes to the channel, but that's months away yet. But yeah, I've got hypermobility syndrome. Basically, hang on. Basically, all my ligaments, none of my ligaments in my body work the way they're supposed to. So that's why I'm always like fidgeting and stuff like that, 'cause my neck hurts, and like staying still for any amount of time hurts. And like this chair's all right. It's not built for my back, so at some point when I need to get a decent chair that's built, like, that's meant for like somebody with a bad back and stuff like that. But like the worst part of my body, I can't move my little finger properly. I can't, like, writing from one line to the other, my handwriting is completely different. So like using a mouse a lot, using a trackpad, typing can hurt. But I still let it because I want to and I enjoy it. But my little finger, that, like, it just pops that up. I can hear it as well. So apologies if you heard it down the microphone. But it's the hypermobility. Let's see. Obviously autism. Pretty sure I've got ADHD as well. Because it's just not diagnosed, but it's, to me, it's all like watching other people and like reading other people's stuff. It's like, yeah. So like trying to keep track of everything and try to do stuff with pain and my head not cooperating, it's difficult. So I try to be open with you guys about when things are going to be delayed, when I'm hurting too much to do a stream, or when I'm struggling to focus. I always try to be honest with you guys because I think it's better to be honest about why things are going wrong. Obviously, there might be sometimes at some point, maybe in the future, where like I don't want to say anything, but I'll still say for health reasons or stuff like that. See, like taking my glove off, my hand's so hot. Which usually it's cold. My knuckles are fucking aching me. It wouldn't surprise me if I've got arthritis as well. The way those feel, and also in this knuckle here, it's it is. This room gets like a sodding sauna. Ooh. Oh, sorry. I'm glad. I hope you guys don't pick it up. When, like, sometimes, a lot of time when I do that, literally my neck makes so much noise. It's horrible. I feel it. Missing a. Ooh. Like my mind is basically the ligaments. If I remember this correctly, basically the ligaments, when you like bend a joint, they stretch out and then go back into position. Mine don't exactly do that. Like, so a lot of the time, it feels like my knees going backwards. It's horrible. There's never a moment where I'm not in some kind of pain. There's never a moment when I'm not in some kind of pain. Like now, hurting there, hips hurting, jaw's hurting a little bit. And plus sensory-wise, because the autism, heat is making it difficult as well. This room literally gets like a sodding sauna. Like at some point I need to invest in like a silent fan. Like I've got this little one, but it more circulates the air and it gets so noisy. Yeah, it's like, it's just the ligaments just don't work the way they're supposed to. I'm surprised I haven't been x-rayed, but they've tested me for all sorts of stuff. Like I got tested for something called Marfan's twice. Marfan syndrome, which I'm so glad I don't have. because apparently Marfan syndrome also affects the ligaments and that in your heart, and literally like that, you could be gone. But I don't have that. I've been tested twice. So thankfully, right, but hey Victoria, how are you doing? Apologies if you haven't seen Doctor Who yet. We have mentioned some spoilers. There might be some spoilers again. I've got more Outlander, so I'm happy. I'm gonna put that back because this is coming to the main channel soon as well. And that's on Blu-ray up there alongside Vinland Saga, which is only on Patreon. On top of my Lord of the Rings and Hobbit box set. One of my Lord of the Rings and Hobbits box set. Packed away. Behind them I've got some. Packed away I've got original Lord of the Rings extended editions box sets. Not my original because somebody fucking stole them, but I found them. So, Lord of the Rings. My favourite thing of all time. So the fact that we're getting a Gollum movie with Andy Serkis returning is just... I don't do day one, like, cinema things. That is a day one for me. Whenever that Gollum movie comes out, I'm doing it day one. I will go on my own. Like, I will delete everything. The 3 and a previewed with... I love previewed reaction. I was like episode 2 with the music, and nobody really mentioned Jinx Monsoon, but I was waiting for Jay's reaction to the second episode. I can't wait to see their reaction to... Be honest, I think we thought I might have had asthma in the past, like when I was like in school still, but that might just be being unfit and maybe the early stages of my hypermobility. I don't know. But I just wanted to clear up, Victoria, that you hadn't... I don't want to spoil anything, but the fact that at the beginning of my reaction, I spoke about Outlander and how it inspired, or the books were inspired by Jamie and that. And then I've already spoken about this, but I'm speaking about it again because it's just... I can't believe the coincidence. The Doctor sang the Skyboat song. And then season 3 turns up today. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry, I'm very particular about this thing. I think it's an ADHD thing. I don't know. Or an OCD thing. I had these 1 to 2 and I've got to put them 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. Awkward. But I've only done 7 episodes. And I've already got that DVD box set as well. Oh good. Pretty musical bit at the end. Oh, yeah. But we've already spoken about it, Victoria. I like the Victoria Jinx shrine. I love that. I love Jinx. She is amazing. And she is so freaking talented. I mean, like, Broadway, 2-time RuPaul's Drag Race winner, and so much else. She's incredible. She was so good. Her performance was like iconic level. I believe... Hang on, I'm losing track. Oh, I'm losing track of shots because I get a bit like when it's hot. I get a bit of a sensory overload, so I get a bit overwhelmed. So apologies if I lose track of chat. My eyes, and plus the chat window is black background with white writing. Because my eyesight's shit, I struggle with that sometimes. She was very, very, very good. I really enjoyed her performance. I hope we get her back. But we spoke about it before because I saw somebody comment on it about when I say them, I meant all the episodes. Okay. I apologize. I wasn't sure. Because of the fact I wasn't sure about like the pronouns for the maestro. I believe the maestro is they, them, but Jinx is she, her, I believe. I don't think Jinx goes by they. But if I am wrong, I'm wrong, and I apologize. Again, as I said in my reaction, my reaction went Hey. But I'm still learning. I try to get it right, and plus I struggle with things. Names I'm terrible with. Remembering pronouns. If my head gets something stuck and it's in there, it's difficult for me to change that. But I work on it, and that's what matters. I work on it. I try. I do my best. But so, I've said it earlier before you got in here, Victoria. The lady that played the ambulance, is the face of the ambulances in the episode, is the lady in the cafeteria from the second episode. Was one of the members of the crew signing off in the first episode. Was in the episode with Isaac Newton. And her name is Susan Twist. So literally, Susan Twist. There's a twist at the end. The fact, like, I'm gonna try so hard. I do sometimes, but sometimes it's the effort, and it's the fact that we realise we've done it wrong and we correct ourselves. We're making our effort, we're still learning, because sadly, non-binary characters and performers are not shown enough in media. We're like, it's only starting to be like better represented non-binary. So yeah, Susan Twist, that's it, thank you. But it's only being represented, so there's a lot of people, like, as far as I know, I've never met somebody who's non-binary. So like Jim and Vico was like the first introduction for me personally of somebody being non-binary. So like, I am learning. It's readjusting what television and media has represented to me. It's difficult to change it, but I'm getting there, and that's what matters. You make the effort, you correct yourself, because like my brain slips up all the time. It's sometimes my mouth and my brain, like, I know something, but there's part of my brain that just defaults, and it's so annoying. So like, plus I think I misheard, because I knew that Jinx uses she, her. I think I missed the saying that Maestro was they, them, so I got confused, and I thought Jinx's pronouns, but I don't know if Jinx was non-binary, like represented themselves as non-binary and then realised female after that. So maybe when they were filming, they used that, but I don't know. But anyway, she is fantastic. I want her back. And the episode, oh god, the scenery in last night's or tonight's, the latest episode 3. Because it's last night for me, today for other people. The scenery, like the shots of the skyline. Like, we've had some good, gorgeous stuff before. Like, even if people don't like Jodie's episodes, it looked gorgeous, you know? But the background scenery, you can tell that there's a bit more budget in it, you know? Like, there's a bit of a Disney sized budget. I don't know how involved Disney are, but it looking good. That's all. Like, that's good. Like, people have like going, oh, Doctor Who's gone woke, la la la. Like you've just said, I did not know that there was a third Doctor alien that was not male or female. It was just, it might not have been considered woke, but Doctor Who might be considered woke back then as well, because like, it's just what they could get away with on TV. Like, I don't know how many women were on TV running around in trousers. Like, at one point, that was considered progressive. Oh! Thank you, Jimmy. If you're in here or you're watching somewhere else, thank you so much. I'm not used to that coming up, but all my alerts are Doctor Who. They are. Some people thought you could tell it was a background and then they weren't actually there. Like, I was really, like, noticing that, but I guess probably, like, if somebody knows what to look for, or like they're specifically trying to nitpick and look at the background to pick it apart, then maybe you could tell. But for me personally, they, them out of drag. Thank you very much, Victoria. Apologies if I get that wrong again. I thought that Jinx identified as female. I do apologise. They, them out of drag, because I believe she they have chosen a name for themselves and actually changed their name recently, but I'm not sure. But thank you for looking. I will probably get it wrong because my head just defaulted to she, her, but it's learning, it's correcting. And also for me personally, what I've tried to do, if I'm not 100% sure, I'm trying to make myself default to they, them, because for me personally, that's not offensive. I know I know it's not a dig, Victoria, but it's very much appreciated. But for me personally, they, them's not, like, if somebody said they, them for me, I don't find that offensive. Because, like, if like, to me, it's better to say they, them than he, you know? Outright calling me a man. If you're not on, like, if you want to say they, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But she is obviously the right one for me. But if somebody says they, them, don't mind. But everybody's allowed to have their own opinions on it. Somebody's he, him, that's fine. Oh. I wish I could have the time at some point to rewatch the latest episode. But I've still got to edit an episode because I'm getting like 2 weeks ahead now on Patreon. So I'm introducing a new level 3, where like there's gonna be like 2 weeks ahead. I've still got to edit over this weekend. Default to a person's name, that's good too. That's good too if you're not sure. But I'm like, oh, I've still got to edit a full episode. I'm trying to keep the amount of time ahead of not doing it during the week, because otherwise I'll get overwhelmed. I've got a whole episode of The Prisoner to do. An episode of The Good Place. What episode of The Prisoner have I got to do that's meant to be out? Level 2 next Friday will be... Where's The Prisoner? I've done it, haven't I? Where is it? Hang on. Episode 9. So next week for level 3, I'll be doing episode 10. But I believe next Friday and Saturday, YouTube will be getting episode 8. It's keeping track. Like, you should see. Oh my god, my calendar looks so full. But it's technically not as full, but it is just, oh my god, it's overwhelming. Ugh. This chair is not built for when it's hot. Like, it was when we got that heat wave back in September. Literally, it's like, ugh. Oh, I need to get a chair with a breathable back and a silent fan that I can have in here, because otherwise, by the hottest part of summer, I'm literally gonna be like this, unable to do anything. Sensory-wise, I'll just be overwhelmed. Ugh. It is a blooming nightmare, but hopefully once this week's, like, I'm into this, like, coming week where level 3 is actually introduced, I should be okay, and it should, like, slot in. But then I've got to remember to post things on to level 2, and then I've got to remember to post things to YouTube, and it's just, I keep adding to the calendar. And it doesn't help that at the moment, because I've got this old laptop, that I can't do my I cannot do my so I'm struggling to talk because the heat is getting to me. It's too hot. I can't do my Studio Ghibli commentaries because I don't think my laptop could take filming a reaction for like 2 hours. I don't think it could do it like one lot, and I don't want to risk it. I can't. I've had to take off, at least for this coming week, hopefully not another, my gaming stream. Oh, thank you. Like, I know I don't have to do this for Patreon, but I want to, you know? And it gives me something to do that I can control. But, oh, yeah. I took my slippers off, got cold, put my slippers back on. Hot. Is that the song? Okay, it was a song I skipped because that song that was playing just sounded like it was a one long hum, and I thought something had gone wrong. Oh, sorry, I'm just taking my slippers off. Oh dear. Oh. So I'm just stretching out a bit as well. It's just like sensory overload. It's like hurting and heat. It makes it so difficult. So like, whilst it's hot in the UK for like the summer and stuff like that, I might make mistakes in my reactions. I might misremember things, stumble over my words and stuff like that. If I film during the day and it's like my other half's at work, I leave the bedroom, this room door open so the air can get in and out, and it's a bit better. But when I record at night, So I'm just trying to move my chair back now. When I record at night, I'm struggling. But like, I still feel tired, but I'm not struggling because of that. It's literally because it's the heat. I want to talk about the episode last night. It was last night or today, depending on when you watched it. So freaking good. Like, seeing Moffat's name back, I was like, oh shit, what's gonna happen in this episode? But it was so cool. Like, obviously we went to like the encampment, the barracks, or whatever you call it, and we saw some people there. But apart from that, we're in, yeah, exactly. The doctor has mentioned lesbians, and it's like great. It's like people might moan about it. It's just like, if you don't want it mentioned, you don't have to watch it. Not every episode of Doctor Who, not every doctor is going to be for everybody. But it's just, this is everyday life. There are lesbians, there are non-binary people, there are people that are intersex, queer, gender fluid. It's normal. It's just the fact people call it woke and being overdoing it. It's because it's not been shown on TV before as much, and it's terrible. Yes. Oh god, yes. That's what I did. I forgot about that with the one I was thinking of with the army and I completely forgot about that. But the army and the soldiers is when the Doctor and Clara go onto that ship with Matt Smith's last episode. It was Matt Smith's last episode where they go onto the ship and they got Daleks there and the silence. That's what my head went to, is that one. So like, I like the fact, obviously it's kind of scary and also a commentary on things about militant like religion and like people taking things too far and blind faith and stuff like that. But yeah, exactly, things need to change and update, otherwise they stagnate, and it's not fair on the people that aren't seeing themselves, like going, oh, stop shoving it in my face. How do you think somebody who's gay or lesbian or whatever thinks about seeing people that are straight kissing? You're shoving that in their face. That's what I think. But oh god, my head is stopped again. It keeps stalling. It doesn't help that I hate having these headphones on top of a baseball cap because it hurts. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, literally, I've forgotten what I was talking about. I hate when that happens. I'm literally getting it's kind of like an overload in this room. I need, at some point, I really do need to get that silent fan. Because this is like too much. Like, I feel like a bit spaced out, but also a little bit like, what the hell is, I don't know what's going on. Oi, oi, oi. But during the day, I should be fine. I do feel like a bit like I'm like, what? I am feeling very spaced out. I loved last night's episode. Like, I can understand why some people might not like it, but the fact that they were in one place, barely any set, I think it maybe filmed in a volume or something like that, because I believe they got a volume in Cardiff. I think so. Either or London. I'm not sure. But I loved having so little in the terms of like variation in location. It was a nice change, and they gave them challenges and stuff like that because they couldn't move around so much. I think that's like a very difficult thing to do, having the Doctor stuck on one spot for the majority of the episode and being focused on that for most of the episode, and to not make it boring, but being able to like change the angle, keep it interesting, give some tension. It was so creative and so well done. I might hang on. I know it's a bit excessive, but hang on, let me do it that way because it's the only thing I could grab. I had my our Flag Meets Death calendar in it. Just checking. Yeah, we're fine. That actually does help. It hurt. One problem though, hurts my hand. Because my hand is just terrible. But I could do it on and off, you know? I'm gonna look terrible just sat here like this. Oi. Oh, I can't keep doing it though, but it's there if I need it. That actually did help a little bit, but oi, oi, oi. Oh, God, I want to know, like, luckily I managed to turn off the next episode of Doctor Who. Turn off last night's episode before it went too far into the preview. And I'm not watching it. I do not want to know what's coming next. Or I only saw one little tiny bit. Oh, hi Max, how you doing? I'm loving it too. I am loving it. It's so good. Like, first episode, I think it was a not the best episode, but I've said it in my reactions. I think it was a very good like introductory episode, because obviously with it being on Disney Plus, there's going to be a lot of people that I think like see it and go, you know what, I'll give it a chance. Like, oh, what's that? I'll have a look. So it showed people how weird, like example of how weird it can get in space, time travel, scary, tension, humor, just a little bit of subtext about Susan and things like that. I think it was a great it was a good introductory episode, and like seeing a little bit of the chemistry between Millie and Shooty, which their chemistry is off the charts. They are so fucking good together. And then the second episode like accentuated that more, but it gave us a bit more of like the one who waits and the strongest one of the, I'm assuming the Pantheon, which is like, I'm really interested in that, and the fact that the vision of who everybody assumes is her Ruby's mother, but is it her mother or is it just somebody who carried her, turning around and pointing at the Doctor? Is that, are we going to see another version of that vision again where it changes again? The toy maker has a child, at least one child. There's the one who's the one who waits. Is it Susan Twist? Is it Susan? Is it the Doctor's child because of the fact he's talked about his granddaughter, he's talked about Susan, but he's mentioned father and daddy multiple times. Makes me think we're actually possibly meet the Doctor's child. Not his granddaughter, but his child. And that would be nuts. And I would love that. Like, I can, like, we don't know where, like, incorporating the timeless child part. We don't know where the Doctor technically came from. Imagine if the Doctor came from the Pantheon. I think that might be taking it a bit too far with things. But that would be kind of crazy if that was a connection. Maybe he was the most powerful one. I don't know. Got my A levels this week coming up, so Doctor Who is helping me out with that already. Got a new theory that time vortex is breaking up because something. Hence why the music is different. Oh! Good luck with your A levels. I only did a few. I did an AS level and then I ended up only doing one full A level. Stressful, especially exam parts, but good luck. They are a nightmare. It's been a while though. Been a while. About 20 years. Ugh. Sorry, I'm 2nd of June, I'm turning 38. Oh boy. I keep feeling old. Keep feeling old. But Doctor Who's a good distraction from things like that. You can just lose yourself in it, you know? And it's fantastic. But I like the idea of the time vortex breaking up. And stuff like that. Like, I think the fact that it does seem like separate, it looks gorgeous, but it'd be kind of cool if like it changes subtly each episode. I love that. Also, if you hear any noise or anything like that, it's just me and my daughter, and I've got her monitor. Her room gets quite hot as well, so apologies if I have to go to see her and things like that, because she fidgets a lot in her sleep. It gets 37 in August. Oh, it's weird being the oldest in school because my birthday's in June. I was always one of the youngest, so I was used to being like technically finish school then do GCSEs. I was still 15 because like the break in between our school and our GCSEs was the half term, and my birthday all but 1 year fell in half term, so technically I was 15 when I left school, ish, kind of. But then I did college, and then a few years later, about 25, I did another thing. But I'm so... Oh, I don't like being the oldest. I don't like being the oldest. This is weird. I just gotta go to... I feel like I really need to talk to my other half, because he's going to be 44 this year. That might make me feel better. I'm not used to being the oldest. It's weird. It's so weird. I could tell it's warm. This has already gone flat. I could tell it's warm in here. And it's warm as well. Oh, this can's still cold though. Excuse me, this is nice. Ah, oh, sometimes like doing that kind of thing helps. This is actually really, really nice. Oh, thank you very much, Potato Bomb. I just had to check which one am I wearing. It's like I've got like some Critical Role ones. I've got a God of War one. I think it's more Ragnarok one because it's blue, but yeah, thank you. It's like, it hurts to wear it with my headphones, but it's too hot to wear my beanie hat, and I hate it. But like, I want to watch the next episode of Doctor Who now, but I do like the fact we've got to wait. It is like everybody. I can remember like streaming services started and stuff like that, and people started putting like all the episodes of things out at once, and that was the cool thing. That was, everybody loved that. Like, oh yeah, let's binge all the shows. And now it's come back around to, oh, I don't like it when they put it all out at once. I want to make it last. But it'll just be a cycle. We'll like full release, like all release at one time again. Oh, my daughter's fidgeting because it's probably quite warm. Panic when Ruby got shot. You're not the only one, Max. I panicked. I thought, whoa, I know this is a Moffat episode, but I didn't know, like, were they going to kill her? Because technically she did die because she got revived. You were in college. Oh. I wasn't in college, but I was living in Wales, I think. I was living in Wales. Because I did school, and then I did like college college the first time, and then I did college again, and second year of that I was pregnant. And now in September, my daughter is going to be 13 years old. I'm going to have a teenager. Yeah, exactly. It gives us time to discuss it and gives us time to react to it. But I'm glad they're not leaving it like multiple weeks in between, because when people speculate too much and think about theories too much, if what they thought about doesn't happen, people get angry, and whatever happens is not good enough. So a week is just the right amount of time. Yeah, sometimes I'll binge stuff. Haven't done that in a while because I haven't got the time, but I have binged stuff in the past. Like, I can remember when I very briefly got into Arrow, like I watched like season 1 on DVD. I literally watched 10 episodes in a day. I watched 10 episodes of that. Oh, the fish fingers and custard. Yes, I loved that. It was so cool. I got into it when he was about 7 years late. 7 years later. Okay. I've mentioned it before, but classic Who. You could technically say I've always been a Doctor Who fan, because my earliest memory of any kind is the 7th Doctor in Ace. Can't remember details. I can literally just remember them and like grass and maybe bunkers. I don't want the people to tell me what it means. But hang on, I'm just adjusting my footstool. I think it's coming apart. Okay. Actually, I might turn up. Ew, maybe I won't turn up the other way because that side's dirty. Actually, no, I will turn up. So I'm fidgeting because I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Let's turn up the other way because then I can rock it a bit. Might be a bit more comfortable to see. And I got dust on my lap. I can't remember how old I was because I didn't remember things well. I can barely remember this morning, let alone. Jesus. A long while. Jesus, it's too long ago. Oh, it just makes me feel old. That there are people watching Doctor Who that are younger than modern Doctor Who. It's weird. And like this is the first time where I'm older than the person playing the Doctor. I don't like that. That makes me feel old. The fact that I'm technically older than the Doctor. Especially when I phrase it like that, because it makes me feel like really old. Because obviously the Doctor, like, especially if you count Heaven Sent and Hellbent, that kind of one where he's like millions or billions of years. That makes me feel even older, but I've got to see her like this. I was born in 86. God, you're making me feel old. Sorry, I'm doing this because it is literally cooling me down. It's helping because I can surprisingly hold still. You make me feel old. This is weird. I'm not used to feeling old. Oh dear. Hang on, I've got to do this again. It's a bit excessive, but it's what I got. And it's helping. Oh dear. Born in... I'm 10 years older than you then. 66 and I've not seen Doctor Who? That's absolutely... Not everybody watches things. 1966, eh? It's nice having people of all different ages, you know. Oh dear. Sorry, I get tired when it's warm as well. Hang on, I'm gonna see if I've got like wipes as well. Not white wipes, but college. I'm gonna mute the microphone. it's like I got these from when it was hot in September because we had that big heat wave. Literally, like, and it like they're a little bit warm, but it does help cool me down. It gets. Remember, Doctor Who was in the 90s, BBC Two seeing Sarah Jane and Genesis of the Daleks for 20 minutes, then didn't realise Doctor Who until Father's Day, for 2005. Huh. Like I don't know my memory of Doctor Who. Like of the, it's not. Can't describe it more because I can just distinctly remember the Seventh Doctor and Ace in front of like there's lots of like green, like grass, and the image I can remember, it's like it looks like it might be an army bunker, like with like or like some kind of bunker type thing, but it's above ground where it's like the grass is going over the top and there's a door in it. But then there's lots of concrete as well. But I don't know if that's 100% right, because I might be confusing it, but... Oh, this is helping a bit. But it's already getting warm, so it's difficult, but... That is my first memory of Doctor Who, technically. Oh, dear. But I've got a long way to go there until I get to those. Wow. It's weird that, like, it's cool though that Doctor Who has like fans of all ages. It's so good. It's really, oh. Sorry, I keep getting things in my head that I want to say, but then it's just I am struggling. Ugh. Ay. So I am struggling in this heat in this room. But like, I think at some point I might have to properly invest in like a good fan for this room. Because otherwise filming in this room during the summer is going to be impossible. Streaming in this room is going to be impossible. So I'm not going to be able to concentrate. I'm not going to be able to sit still. But yeah, that is helping. But oh. It's ridiculous how much of a sauna this, like, radiator's not on. It literally just becomes a sauna. I can only imagine what it'd be like whenever I do manage to get a PC. The heat coming off a PC will just be, ugh. Oh dear. But as long as my laptop doesn't go, oh, what the hell did you just do to me after this stream? Or I get my main one back. Hopefully we should be okay to do next. Had a fan in every... Oh, I've got a little tiny desk one down there. But if I had a normal fan, like just like a one we got in our bedroom, it would be too loud. You guys would hear it. So like, if I want a fan that will work, oh God, I would love an AC unit. I would love air conditioning, but that's not like in a lot of UK houses. But yeah, I need to get a fan that's like quiet and actually does not just push the air around the room. Because that desk, it's a desktop fan, but I've got it down now on the floor because it's away from the microphone. It just circulates the air, so after a while it literally is just pushing around hot air. So I am getting too hot. But hey, chat bar's working. It makes a difference from my streams. And I'm glad that this overlay set had that one, because the one that I've been using in my normal Hangout was so temperamental. Oh my lord, Victoria's still here. Vouch for that. The chat bar, like the chat I had in that is just, ugh. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm so just like, I can't describe it. It's like the heat. It's just, I cannot describe it. It's just, it's a sensory overload. So like during like the last few days, we were meant to get a thunderstorm as well. We never had any rain, but apparently all the weather was predicting thunderstorm. I was dreading it because rain, having it wet and hot would just be like, I wouldn't be able to do anything because that like combination would just be, ugh. But yeah, oh yeah, it was a lot of fun with the wonderful like predicting whether the chat will work today. Oh, I've got to say this, Vicky. I've just started watching just like in like the breaks, like just randomly stuff. I'm watching a lot of clips of Law and Order, just like the YouTube channel where it like puts a lot of bits from an episode. I literally, before streaming, I was watching one. I had Cynthia Nixon from Sex and the City, right? Her psychiatrist, from what I could tell, Ned Lowe. It was Ned Lowe. And I was like, he looks young, but it's definitely him. He looked more like he did in Beverly Hills Cop, but it was definitely Ned Lowe. And it was just like, him being a psychiatrist? I'm not sure I trust him. Oi, oi, oi. But it was just like, it just made me laugh. Oh, I'm struggling, I'm sorry. Be on it? Yeah, it was just, it made me laugh. But they get so many different people in that show. So seeing him randomly just pop up, I was like, that's so cool. I don't usually like having the window open, but sometimes I got to. I got to. My other half's home, I can hear him. But oh. Of course you were Victoria. God, it was weird just seeing him in that kind of role, because like, obviously I saw him in Beverly Hills Cop first and Third Rock from the Sun, but seeing him as a psychiatrist, I was like, Ned Lowe should not be a psychiatrist. Nope, 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 nope. No. But I am struggling. To be honest, I've enjoyed this, and I'm glad my laptop can take it. It's a little bit warm, but it's not ridiculous. I thought it'd be overheated, but it's doing all right. Have my window open during the day, or else it'd be wasp central in my room. First one day came back. Oh God, I hate it when something gets to the room because I cannot do it. I cannot go near them. I can't like trap them underneath a glass and take them outside. I can't do it. But I've enjoyed tonight. It's like seeing Michael Sheen in Prodigal Son. I need to see Prodigal Son. To see him in that role, that will freak me out. I'm like, I need to watch him in Underworld. Stuff like, I need to rewatch Tron Legacy. See him in that. Our old house, my dad's house, had that in some rooms. They sadly after a while they didn't actually do much, but yeah, we've got I believe our bedroom's got like it's got like a little like horizontal window, just a little one. My daughter's bedroom has that, thankfully. Her old house couldn't open a window. It looks so good. It looks so good, but I've really enjoyed being on tonight, talking about our random stuff as usual, but also talking about last night's Doctor Who. Now, I do intend to obviously do this again next week, bar anything else happening. But I think I want to keep it going. Like, if it wasn't this hot and I wasn't getting overwhelmed, I would absolutely 100% continue with this. But I am getting... It's becoming quite difficult for me. So I need to go, like, lie in our bedroom, because I'm sure my other half has the fan on already. I need to go lie down in bed and just cool down. Because I can't everything I've said, I can't accurately explain how I'm feeling. But I've literally all my life, even before I knew I was autistic, I found out I was autistic when I was like 36, I think. So literally, it's only been a few years. Might be 36, might be 35. I'm not sure. I can't remember how long, to be honest. But I've always struggled with heat, and like you will always find me inside. So like I'm getting a bit spaced out, to be honest, because it's like it's not just like it is hot, but it's not like overwhelmingly hot. It's the sensory thing. It's just making me so spaced out. Like, so I'm struggling to speak a bit, but I want to continue. So I'd love to keep just randomly chatting and also talking about Doctor Who, but we will, bar any issues, any tech issues, or me not being able to do this because it is too hot even before I start. I am intending to do next week, because I do like being able to talk. Reactions are good, but also just getting to like talk in real time with you guys is fantastic. It really is. It's really fun. Like before doing my Hangouts, I never saw the benefit in doing like these kind of live streams, but I get it now, and it's awesome. But I think I'm gonna need to call it a night. I would love to keep going, but as I said, I am overwhelmed. It's sensory overload right now, but I really did enjoy tonight, and I definitely intend to be here next Saturday. Bar anything happening, I will, as always, keep you guys updated if there's going to be any issues or anything like that. If this laptop conks out or anything, I will let you know, as I always do. But thank you so absolutely all of you for coming in. It's been awesome. It's a lot of fun, Michael. It is a lot of fun talking about all the shows on my channel. I made sure to put a Doctor Who spoiler in the title because we were going to talk about Doctor Who. That's why I had started doing these every other week to give me a bit of like a rest. But for Doctor Who, every week, so we could talk about the episode. But yeah, I need to call this a break because I'm sticking to this seat. It's that hot in here. But it is a lot of fun. It's been awesome. And you guys have been amazing for coming in here and chatting. And hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe next week it might be cooler. And I might be able to do this for longer. But yeah, I would love to see you guys here again next week. Thank you so much for being here. And hopefully, we'll be here next week. Bye. Now, hopefully this will work too. My Stream Deck hates me sometimes as well. But yeah, bye.